Welcome back. In a recent conversation about her upcoming Love and Harmony cruise, Queen Ifrica let us in on a special mission to South Africa she was about to embark on, and promised us at that time to bring back a special report for us and you. Well, the conscious Queen is here to make good on that promise right now, right here on stage. Queen, so good to have you.
Sure.
All right, so describe the mission for us.
It was awesome. I was invited by Arts and Life South Africa to do a performance with Yuma Skala.
Yes.
Very big in Africa in terms of advocacy and stuff. Mainstream Joburg Theatre, packed house, you know, really awesome show. And then to top it off, I got an invitation from the ANC Women's League to come and perform in Soweto for, I had two shows, one in Soweto and the Joburg Theatre, and then they had this big celebration for Winnie Mandela's 80th birthday, and I was invited to sing for her. So, you know, it was like, all right, then good, because that's what I do in terms of advocacy and women's rights, and it was a magnificent experience, you know, just to have thousands of different women, Chinese women, white women, Indian women, all marching on Soweto. They call it the Freedom Street. So it was all different tribes, the tribe that Winnie Mandela was from, and they all marched to the stage, and she came in, and it was a big celebration. It was awesome, pretty colorful, you know.
So it was your work, your advocacy work,
yes,
that attracted them to you?
Basically, my music. I've been there 4 years ago that they invited us. On that occasion, Tony Webber was one of the artists, and so it was like by popular demand request for me to come back and then to merge me with a Yuma Sikela, who is very much respected, like highly respected in Africa in general and the world. You know, that was like, for what I do in music, you know, everybody know that my music is message-based and stuff like that, so it was quite fitting, you know, and the setting, it was all the echelons of South Africa that were in the audience, you know. It was not necessarily the typical audience that would come out to a reggae show, but it was good to introduce reggae to that settings in South Africa, because it is said that reggae is somewhat on the back burner there now.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's a complaint that we're getting, because they're saying, based on what reggae music did in terms of the fight against apartheid, it is stigmatized by the powers that be in South Africa. So there's a lot of undermining of reggae music.
The powers that be then, under the apartheid system,
even now.
So those people are still...
Oh, yes, still visible.
They're still carrying grievances for Jamaica.
It's still there. Yes, it's still there. So what they do now...
Because music was banned.
Yes. You could actually say...
You would be imprisoned if you played reggae.
Bob Marley and all that.
Right.
It's stigmatized. So what they do now is they have a thing where they do 90% local music, and they put reggae music in the 10% of foreign music that is allowed to play. But on stations like Kaya FM, you don't find a lot of reggae music played there. You might find a one Sean Paul and a reggaeton or something rhythm, but you don't find the hardcore reggae music being played there. Wow. It's more played on the next station that's called YFM, that is geared at the youths. But then on that station, what you really get is the feud between Mavado and Papi, and the scammer song is like, the scammer them there.
Oh, they're allowing those.
So they're allowing those, you know, but we went to the Jamaica High Commission for a visit, and the lady who's in charge now is very concerned at the fact that not enough of the positive elements of the music is being introduced to the younger people in South Africa. So she wants us to come back next year to do a seminar to actually reintroduce reggae music to the mass.
But the mass, to me, we went there in 2003.
Yes.
And went on the township.
Yes.
And found that once they heard that we're Jamaicans in Cape Town,
magic,
they wanted to thank us for what we did in the struggle against apartheid.
They appreciate us very much. Yes. But what you find now is that
they seem to be, the people of South Africa, seemed at the time to be conscious of it. And in fact, I mean, the people on the street were saying it to us.
Yes.
That we thank Jamaica, we thank reggae.
Yes.
for helping us
Yes.
to liberate,
Yes.
for helping to liberate South Africa.
Yeah, Winnie asked, when I went to actually meet her, you know, she was crying. She was overwhelmed because she was saying that the only reason Jamaica has not seen her is because she's sickly. She was sickly, actually, because she's now getting back into her health. She's more active in the ANC now. And one of the promises that she asked me to pass on is that she will be coming to Jamaica to visit again, because it's so dear to South Africa. That's why our flag is still in their flag. A little piece of our flag is in theirs. As you say about the people in the streets, there's something about them and Jamaica, you know, that they love Jamaica so much. It's like you're wondering, what is it about us? But when I check it, I see that it is a strength that we possess, that we are stronger than anything else. Like, we're not afraid of anything, and they admire that, because they walk around on brittles over there. It's like they're so still afraid, even though they say that apartheid is done. People are still so afraid. While I was there were a lot of demonstrations happening. Thousands of kids would march past the hotel every day. And one of the things that they're marching about is free education. They're cutting back on education and those who can afford to pay to go to a certain type of school. And so thousands of kids took to the streets, and they were playing reggae music, Bob Marley music, you know what I mean? So I think that's what they're afraid of. It makes you want, when you listen to a Bob Marley, to a culture, to these people burning spear, it makes you want to do something about your situation. And I think that's what these governments are afraid of.
Excellent report from you. So talk about your music now.
Well, I have some really good news. My album is coming out on the 20th of January. I am about to do the video with the collab that I have with Junior Gang called Conversation. Real awesome. I just stopped in New York to do the photo shoot. That was awesome. I have some real mad shots that come for the album cover and stuff. So, and I have this brand new song now that's doing very well on air called Lie Them I Tell, it's a Jamaica mashup. We're actually in process of planning a free concert from Montego Bay. Artists Against Violence is a group of us, Mackie Conscious and some musicians, and some of us come together. We're doing it on the 4th of December.
Artists Against
Violence. And we're doing it on a big way. You know, we want to have the artists that can make it, we want them to do a video clip just to speak to the youths, just because at the end of the day, music is what influences these youths the most. Nothing else has that power over them like the music has. And so it's only fitting for us as artists to come together, go in a Montego Bay, Dump Up Beach is where we're keeping it, just to make the youths know that, you know, we don't just sing to them, but we actually do love them. We hear what's happening, we see what's happening. And then I come into Spanish Town, because that's where I was born, to do one, because you see what's happening over in Spanish Town as well, where people just become heartless and cold. So music can be a part of the healing process, so we're just doing our part, you know?
All right, Queen, and the gay protests and issues that the gay community had with
Look
you.
Look here, Winford,
do they understand you now? Do they
Listen, let me tell you, all right,
that you're not spreading hate?
All right, hold on. First of all, homosexuality legalized in South Africa, in case you never know that. Mandela did legalize homosexuality.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, really?
Homosexuality is legal in South Africa, and I just coming from there. But I want to tell you, it's not the gay community and Queen Ifrica have any problem. It's a brother named Tomlinson from Canada.
I know you've always said
he has
that.
no power in the gay community because he can't issue a visa. If the gay community have the power to say, give this one visa or don't give this one.
It's him against you.
It's him against Jamaica. He's mad against Jamaica, and Queen Ifrica is defending something about Jamaica, which is heterosexuality, that he has a problem with because he wants it his way. He wants to walk down the street with his husband and palaver and so on. Jamaican culture don't necessarily grasp, but don't understand it yet, don't ready to deal with that yet. Queen Ifrica speak from that aspect of Jamaican people. We'll always speak from that aspect, because my other son Winford, big boy, more son from him, more grandchildren from him, so I have to defend heterosexuality.
All right, so there is the big Love and Harmony cruise coming up in
27th of February, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm the only female on the ship, so you know, say nice.
A big love ship sailing on the ocean with Queen in it. She's going to dig deep.
I'm also going to Kenya in December too. and book for a lot of the major shows next year that keep in Jamaica.
All right, Queen, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us.
You don't know every
All
time.
the best.
Yes.
And we'll be cruising with you, of course.
Yes.
All right, there you have her, Queen Ifrica. And that's our show for this week, Winford Williams. On behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage.
Defender and police, soldier and police, state show and police, sound man and police, a war. Who make you reach so far is a while now. I know spot a squaddy in a Lana bar. Police have to run from police. What is this from police? We don't know about the thing bizarre. Right now the force needs CPR. It look like a boom they are go.
Thanks for watching our video. If you're not yet a subscriber, click now and be on stage. Always.